Chapter 20. How to Increase Your Value in the Marketplace. A wise person works to learn and not to earn, but average people work to earn and not to learn. There is no security in job security in today's world, because with what is happening all over the world, you can't be sure that the company or organization you work for will still be in existence next month or next year. People come to work sometimes to discover there is no work because the gates are closed or the company is bankrupt. People come to work sometimes only to discover their company has been bought over, acquisition, or merged with another, mergers, and they have been downsized as the victim of mergers and acquisitions. The world has become a global village, and the Internet is the village square. So the world and the marketplace have become more competitive because people can now apply for your job from all over the world. The global crisis has even made things worse, and when you go for interview, like I have seen when I interview people, it is not strange to see people with foreign degrees and certificates coming for the same job interview. They are young, energetic, vibrant, exposed, and qualified, yet looking for job instead of creating one. And they are the ones you have to contend with at your old age by reason of spending more years than necessary in school due to incessant strikes and man-made delays in our country especially. In today's world, being 30 to 35 years old is the new old, and having at least a master's degree is the new first degree, because settling for just BSc is an error and a limitation. With these new realities, it is vital for anyone who is willing to make a difference and be impactful and valuable to do so by increasing their value in the marketplace. There are 5 major factors to increasing your value in the marketplace, and you need to have all in place concurrently to really be very valuable in today's marketplace. Number 1. Character. To be valuable and continue to increase your value in today's marketplace, you need character and integrity. The revelations of the years have shown that people of character and integrity are very scarce, even at the highest level of corporate governance. From corporate executives to political leaders to sports icon to spiritual leaders, etc., the list is endless of men and women who have been disgraced out of their positions of honor or forced to resign due to character flaws and integrity problem. If it is not moral integrity issue, it will be financial integrity issue, ethical issues, or otherwise. Genuine people with upright character and flawless integrity are very scarce in today's world. So being a person of character and integrity is a great asset and leverage in today's marketplace and today's world in general, and I can tell you that from experience. Few years ago, my life hit a rock, and I experienced the highest level of betrayal you can ever imagine. Yet I received a mandate to keep quiet and not spread it or defend myself. And for years, till date, I have watched my name and reputation dragged into the mud, and I see, hear, and read all manner of stuff being said about me in the conventional and new media as people give comments and opinion about what they know nothing about. I have been severally advised and sometimes tempted myself to speak out, spread things, and release evidence to show people the true picture, but I have always been constrained never to fight back dirty because of my offsprings. If you are a virgin and everyone believes you are a slut, do you expose your nakedness to prove them wrong? Of course not. In the last few years, one thing has become more clear and real to me, and that is the power of integrity, as I am seeing time revealing and exposing truth to people. Integrity has kept me, and I look around to see what I have lost with all the mudslinging and character assassination, and I found none, because integrity has kept things going and growing all around me, and I am so grateful I kept quiet. Build your character, build your integrity, and keep living above board, because it will spread and increase your value over time. Who you are when no one is looking is more important than who you are when everyone is looking, because your secret sins and the skeletons in your cupboard will be exposed for all to see with time if you don't deal with them. Build your character and not your reputation. Because if you have character and integrity, no matter the damage people do to your reputation, your character will give you victory. Sins and character flaws will take you farther than you want to go, keep you longer than you are willing to stay, and cost you more than you are willing to pay. Build your character and increase your value. Number 2, competence. Character without competence is incomplete because it will limit how far you go in the marketplace. Even though character is needed in the marketplace, you must remember it's a marketplace and not a charity or religion, so results matter a lot too. And that is why competence is a key factor to increasing your value in the marketplace. Commit things to faithful men who will now be able to teach and raise others. Faithfulness and character comes before ability and competence, but is still incomplete and inadequate without it. Competent people are dwindling fast in today's world due to emerging trends and current realities, some of which we have already examined. People want something for nothing. They want the easy way out, the get-rich-quick schemes, shortcuts, fast tracks, drive-through, and microwave mentality results. Competence takes hard work, and the lazy man's approach to life of today's majority makes competence valuable. Have you noticed how incompetent and unemployable today's graduates are, and how you have to spend loads of money training and retraining them in finishing schools and competence training? They can't speak good English, they can't write letters without mistake, they can't take or use initiative, they can't manage things on their own. They have to be told what to do and shown how to do it. They have to be micromanaged. They have high and big dreams, but small minds. They want big salaries with little or no inputs. They can't meet targets and produce results. They are too serious in major aspects of life. They major on minor and minor on major. They have short attention span and less fruitful hours. The list of woes is endless, and any employer will do anything to keep and encourage competent staff when they find one. Is it not amazing that headhunting has become a norm in today's corporate world? And while some are submitting CVs from place to place, those already in good positions and not looking for jobs find themselves being invited and offered other jobs because their competence and track records of producing results is speaking for them. You increase your competence when you give personal development and skill development a premium position in your life, and you subscribe to continuous learning. If you do all you can without caring who gets the credit, you will be busy doing all kinds of things that needs to be done and increasing your competence over different areas instead of playing corporate politics. Before long, you will be noticed and get the credit you deserve. Remember, if you do more than you are being paid to do, it's only a matter of time before you start being paid more than you worked for. Number 3, capacity. The size of your tank determines the water you can contain. Your capacity determines how far you can go. Character, competence, capacity. If you have character and competence, but you don't have capacity, it is not enough. Capacity is the ability to have multiple competences in many valuable areas, so you can multitask and be promoted to become a leader and manager of others. Today's world is a world of multitasking, multiple skills, and enlarged capacity to juggle many things together successfully. Before now, when you were in senior management position, you would have had all manner of aides working for you. A driver, a personal assistant, a secretary or administrator, etc. But in today's corporate world, that is no more the norm. It's in politics that you can still find such expired, outdated, and wasteful practice, with politicians still having advisors, special advisors, and advisors to advisors, etc., all on taxpayers' money. As an executive today, you drive yourself, assist yourself with typing, emails, etc., instead of having 4 staff doing one thing each. You now have one person doing 4 things because of capacity. Keep growing, keep innovating, keep evolving, keep performing, keep enlarging your capacity. A lot of people have found themselves stagnant and not being promoted in their career due to low capacity. Imagine a 10 kVA generator carrying a 20 kVA load. It will break down because it does not have the required capacity for the load. You can dream all you want, you can desire all you want, but if you don't have the capacity to carry the weight of the dream, it will crush you. There is a weight of glory, and for every level of authority you desire to be promoted to, there are responsibilities tied to it. For years, I have taught leaders a major principle. Never delegate responsibilities without authority, and never give authority without responsibilities. Increase your character, competence, and capacity, and see your value soar in the marketplace. Number 4, courage. The corporate world is a tough world, and it's an ocean of sharks. To be valuable and increase your value in the marketplace, you must have courage and know how to survive among sharks. Conquer tasks, execute projects, face challenges, outrun competitors, survive changing economic climate, swim on despite diverse government policies that limits, etc. Courage is not the absence of fear, but it is moving on despite your fears, being the only one that knows you are afraid. Courage is part of the entrepreneurial spirit you need to step out and run your own business, and you need to develop it while you are still working. If you don't step out of the boat, you will not walk on water, but you need a boat to step from. Employers in today's world are no more looking for staffs to hire. They are looking for entrepreneurs to hire and teammates to bring on board. So you must be a person of great courage to be valuable in today's marketplace. If you have character, competence, and capacity, but lack the courage to use them or exhibit them, then of what use will they be? A man of character needs courage to stay true to their principle. A man of competence needs courage to go on despite mockery. A man of capacity needs courage to take on all responsibilities. A man of courage needs courage to do all the previous three. These things go hand in hand, and you can't leave one for another. Knowledge and understanding, experience and exposure, character, competence, and capacity all help build courage. The snail and tortoise only make progress when they stick their necks out. Keep pressing on and stay courageous to increase your value in e-marketplace. 5. Culture. Call it brand, call it ethics, call it protocols, call it experience. It does not matter what you call it, just have it and be it. Every organization and sector has their own unique culture, ethics, protocol, or brand, and if you work within that sector or organization, wisdom demands that you become cultural by fitting into the culture to be valuable. You can't find favor and goodwill if you fight or operate contrary to the prevailing culture of where you work. You can't be a subculture or a counterculture, or else there will be trouble. Can you imagine enrolling in a school where they wear uniforms, or working in an organization where members of staff are expected to wear uniforms, and then you refuse to wear a uniform but still want to work there? It's not possible. It's either you quit or choose to wear the uniform, because the only other option is for the whole organization to change their uniform wearing policy because of you, but I doubt that. To increase your value in the marketplace, you must be cultured, and that requires that you become versatile about different sectors in the corporate and business world and gain deep knowledge of corporate culture and marketplace ethics and protocol. Be knowledgeable, flexible, and adaptable in the sector you operate in and the marketplace in general, and you will be fine. This is the last thing you need to develop, but it's in no way the least. Your major goal should be to make an impact, make a difference, and be valuable in the marketplace. Making a difference. A teacher in New York decided to honor each of her seniors in high school by telling them the difference each of them had made. She called each student to the front of the class, one at a time. First, she told each of them how they had made a difference to her and the class. Then she presented each of them with a blue ribbon imprinted with gold letters which read, "Who I am makes a difference." Afterwards, the teacher decided to do a class project to see what kind of impact recognition would have on a community. She gave each student 3 more blue ribbons and instructed them to go out and spread this acknowledgement ceremony. Then they were to follow up on the results, see who honored whom, and report to the class in about a week. One of the boys in the class went to a junior executive in a nearby company and honored him for helping him with his career planning. He gave him a blue ribbon and put it on his shirt. Then he gave him 2 extra ribbons and said, "We're doing a class project on recognition, and we'd like for you to go out, find someone to honor, and give them a blue ribbon." Later that day, the junior executive went in to his boss, who had a reputation of being kind of a grouchy fellow. He told him that he deeply admired him for being a creative genius. The boss seemed very surprised. The junior executive asked him if he would accept the gift of the blue ribbon and give him permission to put it on him. His boss said, "Well, sure." The junior executive took one of the blue ribbons and placed it right on his boss's jacket above his heart. And then he asked, offering him the last ribbon, "Would you take this extra ribbon and pass it on by honoring somebody else? The teenager who gave me these is doing a school project, and we want to keep this ribbon ceremony going and see how it affects people." That night, the boss came home and sat down with his 14-year-old son. He said, "The most incredible thing happened to me today. I was in my office, and one of my employees came in and told me he admired me and gave me a blue ribbon for being a creative genius. Imagine, he thinks I am a creative genius. Then he puts a blue ribbon on me that says, 'Who I am makes a difference.' He gave me an extra ribbon and asked me to find somebody else to honor. As I was driving home tonight, I started thinking about who I would honor with this ribbon, and I thought about you. I want to honor you. My days are hectic, and when I come home I don't pay a lot of attention to you. I yell at you for not getting good grades and for your messy bedroom. Somehow tonight I just wanted to sit here and, well, just let you know that you do make a difference to me. Besides your mother, you're the most important person in my life. You're a great kid, and I love you." The startled boy started to sob, and he couldn't stop crying. His whole body shook. He looked up at his father and said through tears, "Dad, earlier tonight I sat in my room and wrote a letter to you and Mom, explaining why it took my life, and I asked you to forgive me. I was going to commit suicide tonight after you were asleep. I just didn't think that you cared at all. The letter is upstairs. I don't think I'll need it after all." His father walked upstairs and found a heartfelt letter full of anguish and pain. The boss went back to work a changed man. He was no longer a grouch, but made sure to let all of his employees know that they made a difference. The junior executive helped many other young people with career planning, one being the boss's son, and never forgot to let them know that they made a difference in his life. In addition, the young man and his classmates learned a valuable lesson.